And we having businessmen not to complain. Ila kulun kanale fu banjol. Ibuka jino ebuka la bagaso jin. They turn back. They can have a gold drop in Senegal. Gambia bagaso kajisena. Omasi bolet.
Dr. Ture contributed immensely to the failure of Adam Barrow regime from 2017 to 2020.
Manke mola foye ko babun wok monkey it bar community la jero yaje ko wala be tama kan NPP kono.
Yes, ngajale because ya ken defangola I was victimized. Who? The party executive. President ya bulobula among intervene because atele sonta yenna di political campaign.
Baro mo na famoni. Ning hanara ko men ko abe jarelele. We transport people from Mali, Sierra Leone and other countries. But we are going to do it. Pour ka mol transport ni nalana can support for 5 years on mo isia crowd.
Bari ita fono la ko ha minister la jodo atale ngati nga minister tal allowance la fa mol membe duma. Minister patata nyaonya mol membe marché oto jendan jaay o famasol do Sénégal membe bolon kono wolle patata minister ti. Woton te balafa no la minister e ka fo minister la jodo atale nga balafa wanto director la jodo atale nga balafa.
Yaya has the political power. Yaya has the political popularity in the Gambia. Hanibi molbe lafring alale anu hanibi ala yamaro na futa molka anka.
Let it be put straight that marriage should be between a man and a woman only if they reach the age of 18 and above, or if they reach maturity, because people could be matured before they reach 18.
So every year, the GFF receives $1 million from FIFA, $500,000 in January, and another $500,000 in July.
Assalamu alaikum. Greetings once again, Gambian. This is your favorite program that comes your way on every Sunday from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, or sometimes 8:30, with your favorite host, Serif Conte. This weekend, we have to be far away from the office to come to one of Jammeh's top supporter and a top supporter of NATO Alliance movement, that is the APRC NATO Alliance, the other faction that are with Jammeh, that is Jerending Sanyang, Mr. Jerending Sanyang. Before pushing further, Mr. Sanyang, it's been a while, we didn't talk to you. Greetings.
Okay, first of all, I am greeting all the listeners. I thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sanyang. Mr. Sanyang, we realize that you are a top supporter of Jammeh and also very active in terms of when you are doing your parliamentary, at the parliamentary election campaign, you are very active and also you contested. Just to take you a few steps back, how did you know Jammeh until you interact with Jammeh until 2016 when Jammeh left?
Thank you very much. That is a very, very, very nice question. You know, I don't know Jammeh when he became a president. I know Jammeh quite long time because if you can remember, I was in the army. Then Jammeh was in Zandalmori. But as 85, when we finished our basic training, we were deployed to Confederation. You know, you had after 81, we have Confederation. Yes, Senegambia Confederation with the Senegalese. So we were the first contingent. Immediately after our basic training, we were deployed to Confederal. And some were deployed to Kudang, some were deployed to Khartoum. I was deployed to Bakau, where is the headquarters is. So when I was in Bakau, you know, we were given dormitories by the Senegalese. But we showed to them that we are no more recruits. You know, it's only recruits who live at the dormitory. So if we don't have other places to live, but we are not going to live in the dormitories, that warrant us because we are all the same. Then all the gendarmeries were given rooms. So we decide to go and live with them. They accommodate us instead of the dormitory. So we were living with them. So I was lucky to be accommodated by Jammeh, which is a long time because I served 2 years in the Confederal.
Oh, 2 years?
Yes. And that 2 years, I was staying with him the same bed, so we became so good friends. Good friends, good relationship, whatever. But later, I left him again. I went to pursue my military course in Senegal, where I have some months, either 3 or 4 months, 5. Then I came back, and I'm still living with Jammeh. So Jammeh,
in the same room?
Yes, the same room, the same bed. The same room, the same bed. Not different beds. The same room, the same bed.
We had Lanto Montamba saying that wasn't true. For you to say that you live with Jammeh in the same room,
Look, I am not here to lie. There are so many people at that time, who were in Zandam. They can attest to that. I don't have that time to say something and then somebody counted me. All right? Lantombong, he knows I seniored him and Jammeh seniored him.
Oh.
In fact, I can remember when I was in that confederal. Then I think Lantombong was on the training. So if Lantombong can say that I was not living with Jammeh, then I don't know where he got that sources. But maybe he doesn't make any consultation. When he made the consultation, he will know exactly what I have said. That's the truth. So I am not going to get far. Yes, Lantombong said this, because Lantombong has said many things about me, which I know he doesn't know. Because could you remember I have a nickname of Butel. When I was in the force, so many people used to call me Butel, Butel. But some people who doesn't know me, they think that maybe I drink much.
Oh, okay. Because of the name.
Yes,
Butel.
because of the name. And Lantombong is one of them who went out and say he knew me. Even when I was in Bakau, I used to drink until I was put into cell. But he doesn't know. He doesn't know who I am. I never drink an alcohol. I never smoke cannabis. I know I am very strong-headed. But all this drinking alcohol or smoking cannabis or touching something that can, make you abnormal, this is myself, and I never experienced that. Who knows me? The name Butel, if you can remember those who are watching Indian film, there are so many Indian films. There is one actor, he is called Butel. He drinks, in those films, and people think that I look alike, the childhood. They give me that name, calling me Butel, because they said I look alike with that man. So that bring the name Butel. But as I told you, Lantombong doesn't know me. But he said to people that, I used to drink until I was locked up, in the cell, which is not true. And now, again, if the same Lantombong is denying that I have ever lived with Jammeh in the same room, then I will not be surprised, because I know he doesn't know me.
So let's go back. When you went to Senegal for your training and then come back, you are explaining that that's where you stopped at. You came back from Senegal and you are still living with Jammeh.
Yeah.
Yes, you can continue from there because that's where you
Yes,
stop.
this is what I'm saying. From Senegal, you know, because you asked me, Lantombo said, this is why I am telling you. You know, I spent 2 years in Confederal, which apart from my going to Senegal, when I came, I still posted at Bakau. You know, that's the place where I end my 2 years. All right? But, you know, I have never went, you know, I told you the posting place during the Confederal time. It was Kodang and Kato and Bakau. All these are guard posts going to Radio Gambia. In fact, those you know, those who live in Bakau, the soldiers in the headquarters Bakau, you know, they are the people, you know, always go to mile 7 for duties.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that you spend 1 week, then you come back, the other details will go. So all along, so I know Jammeh before he became president. But unfortunately, you know, I live in the army before Jammeh took over.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I live in the army because I was retired in 1990. Then 4 years later, Jammeh staged a coup. But even though, you know, if you come to July 22nd, I am one of them who was very, very active.
Okay.
Yes.
In support of Jammeh and others?
In support of the junta. You know, I was there July 22nd, you know, supporting the junta. Then from there, when, you know, it came to civilian rule, you know, then I was so active. Then I see from July 22nd, you know, to go in politics. You know, then I was living here. Here was called the whole Combo North. It was only one constituency. You know, that's Combo North. I am living in Combo North. Then Combo North, when I say Combo North, now today Combo North has been demarcated by 3 constituencies. Then Busumbala constituency, Oluyundum constituency, and Sanementering. But then it was one. Combo North is only by 1 MP. So since then, I engaged in myself in politics. But up to later, I was brought to the youth activities until I formed this Green. This Green is my initiation.
Oh.
I formed this Green people. All right? Okay. Then, until then, I was so active. In my constituency also, I held a position. All right? Up to date.
All right. You've mentioned Green. We've been hearing from the different information, especially after 2016, saying Green people used to harass oppositions and other people. What do you say to that?
No. Let me tell you, as far as I know, the Green youth doesn't harass anybody. You know, if there is any harassment, then it was the former July 22nd, because then was a revolution. All right? Then there was a revolution. You can remember when these soldiers take over, they suspend the Gambian constitution, and they were working, they were ruling this country by their decree. So July 22nd became so active, you know, supporting the revolution, you know, doing people to believe, you know, advocating people to agree for a change. This is why it was not easy. I know here and there some people were picked, you know, those who were very noisy, I can remember. But, you know, during Green, there was nothing like that, because then it was a civil rule and there was a rule of law here. So what they do is their work is only to escort the president's convoy, especially when we went to tour, you know. Now they will go in advance. If, you know, the president is going to have a meeting here, they will come and rehearse. And then few meters before, the venue. If the president is coming, they will go and stand a place where it is not so far to the venue, so that they can just lead the convoy with their green, and then bring him to the venue.
Can one say green and Borough Youth Movement are all the same?
Yes, in fact, I know, that was a copy. It was a copy, but I don't think, Borough Youth Movement has worked, as, the Green Youth before. Because we don't see him. I saw Borough on tour. I don't see any youths escorting him as how we were doing. So if they have the name, NPP Youth Wing, well, that is just a say. But as far as I know, the role of the youth, green youth by then, I am not seeing that now.
All right, let's come to this. Mr. Sanyang, you are a top supporter of Jammeh. And also an auto alliance, those that Jammeh blessed. Do you still believe that Jammeh can come back here and again rule this country? Are you still, in a strong belief of this?
Yes. I don't want you to get far about that. The indications are just there for one to imagine. I used to tell people, if Jammeh said he is coming back and rule, yes, he could be. Because this is not the first time. How many leaders who go and came back in this world, in this Africa? Let me quote a few examples. Nino Vieira from Guinea-Bissau, he was fought, he was taken away, and he went to Portugal. When he came back, he won the election, and he became president until he was killed. Isn't it? Then you go to South America, where, Lula da Silva, from Brazil, he was jailed for corruption allegation, isn't it? And then here we are. He won the election. And presently he is the president of Brazil. So many. Let me tell you, yesterday I saw it in the Facebook, one of the TV went to Sokoto traffic light, asking people, can Jammeh said he is coming back and he will rule? But if it is 99% of them say yes. Jammeh has done something here that Gambian cannot forget, even you. It's because of Jammeh today you became a journalist, because he bring education to the doorstep of everybody, every Gambian, irrespective whether you're poor or rich. Before Jammeh was coming, it was not like that. You pass your common entrance, your parents are poor, you cannot go to a high school.
But there was no freedom of press.
What do you mean?
During Jammeh's era?
Who told you that?
Journalists were
Who told you that? So let me tell you, journalists are critics to any ruling government. Do you want to tell me, even now, the journalists are taken to court for what they have said? You see, then any journalist who have said something that it is not in favor of government, what do you think? So, is it there is any changes right now? Tell me. Is it the journalists are not intimidated now? Is it the journalists are not being prosecuted? Because I had something Jawara is summoned in one of the journalists and then seeking for a compensation.
That was not a journalist, it was Abu Bakar Jawara summoning Mohamed Sabali.
No, not Mohamed Sabali. Something, I had it this day. It's something Sise, not Sabali. It's something Sise.
Anyway,
now I had it.
Okay,
it's
now,
something Sise. What are the difference? Look, you see, let me tell you, the journalists, they can make peace. But the journalists can stabilize the country. Humanity, even not our culture, but even our religion, said if you want to say something that will bring chaos, it's better you keep it in you. All right? Yes. But there are certain things that they said hot news. You know, when you have hot news, sometimes the journalist doesn't just check. You know, if I say this, what will happen? What is going to be the repercussion? Only you said that if the newspapers, you know, that's, I am going to have money, the newspaper will be sold, you know, you said it. But journalism, sometimes you have to try to advocate peace.
Now let us check this. In do you have the don't you have the belief that people were victimized by Jammeh, especially from different testimonies at the TRRC?
Anyway, that's what I'm telling you. These are all allegations. TRRC is not a court of law. You know, if somebody, it's all allegation. Did Jammeh was given the time to testify? No. You know, all what has been said in TRRC is all allegation. Until and unless the person go to court and then he was proven guilty, then you will say that yes, it's his doing. But as I told you, look at how they constitute the TRRC. Those who are in TRRC, some of them are coupists, you know.
And who was that coup?
Yeah, yes, who was there? I forgot the name, but he was in the TRRC. And then when he was coming, he was lay a red carpet, a coupist. And that was the last December attack in the State House. You can even see the bullets where Lamin Sane and others were killed. And some others lost their life. Can you bring that to establish truth? A coupist who was jailed because he has, you know, American citizenship.
Is it that you are saying this because of TRRC was all about finding truth at the end of the day, and then they facilitate for Jammeh to be taken, for Jammeh to be taken to justice for the people he victimized?
Let me tell you, that is a say. People who doesn't want Jammeh to come, how are they going to take him to court? Justice. How is he going to face justice? Is it they are going to take him outside? You know? They said he did the crimes here. Why are they denying him coming? When they knew that this man committed crime, why didn't you request for him to come and testify? 2, let me tell you, the Gambia Constitution doesn't, it is not been stated there that the former president should be tried.
Yeah, but
so where, you know, I think you know, the Constitution is the supreme law as far as Gambia is concerned. Where you cannot get that in that Constitution, now what are they going to do?
Are you saying this Constitution just to cover up for?
No, it's not cover up. That's what's there. Because Jammeh should come as a former head of state, and then he should be paid salary, and he should be given his own aides, you know, his gardeners, you know, his everything, and every month he should be paid. That is in the Constitution. And the Constitution says no, former head of state. It doesn't provide that a head of state, a former head of state, should be tried. Even today when Adam Barrow left, nobody will try him. Under what? Not under this Constitution. This Constitution. So now what I am saying is, everything that has been said in TRRC is all allegation. Until he has gone to court of law proving him guilty, then everybody will know. That yes, is his doing. But apart from that, you know, I will not waste my time, you know, to go more about.
Okay. APRC to alliance. Are you guys in a preparation to go for Congress? Because I heard Honorable Musa Amunyasi saying you guys are deceiving yourself. That is not to alliance. You are not the real APRC. And in fact, the Supreme Party leader title is just there to honor Jammeh, but it doesn't mean that Jammeh is the leader of APRC. So if you guys are using that to rely on it, then you are deceiving yourself.
You see, let me tell you, every one of them, they are very ungrateful.
Who and who?
Amul, Fabakari, Rambo Jata, they are very ungrateful and they are betrayers.
Don't you think Jammeh is the one who betrayed them, like the way they used to say?
How did it is not true. It is not true. Let me tell you.
So you don't believe that Jammeh?
I don't believe that, because these people, for how long they have been offending Jammeh? Because they never tell him the truth.
For how long? Like,
let me tell you, since the inception. Because when Jammeh left here, after the election, he left here. Parliamentary, these people lied to Jammeh that they are going to contest the whole Gambia. And he gave them money.
How much?
He gave them about 3.5, 3.6 million. Then
you mean Jammeh gave them that?
Yeah, Jammeh gave them that.
Jammeh
gave them that money. Yes, I'm telling you, Jammeh gave them that money
for campaign.
You know, I am in camera. If anybody can challenge me, you invite the individual. We go and sit. I'm not telling
you guys here. That is the APRC, Fabakari-led APRC. Mr. Sanyang said anybody who wanted to
if
challenge
anybody
him,
who want to challenge me, he's welcome. If what I am saying, it is not true. All right? And then the legacy that Yahya Jammeh left here was, if you want to contest under a parliament, your deposit was 50,000. But when this coalition government came, they make it 50,000. And then 50,000, 3.6 or 3.5, some around that, can be able to, to have all the MPs in all the constituency. But if that happened, no. Only 19 were chosen. And then the rest of the money, and those who won and those who lose, they never go back to Jammeh and tell him that the money that you give us, this is how we spend. All right? Now, let me tell you, I'm just telling you what they did to Jammeh. Whether today they will say anything good for Jammeh. That's Tombong and his, Tombong with his leadership. This money was given. Number two, Yankuba Koli were given when Jammeh was leaving. Yankuba was given $10,000 for the party.
Have you seen that?
Jammeh said it, and Jammeh said it, and Yankuba cannot deny. You had the audio of Yankuba himself, agreeing that I can remember when you dig into your pocket, you gave me 10,000. You had it. You had it from Yankuba himself. Jammeh said that he gave $10,000 to Yankuba, and Yankuba has agreed on that he was given 10,000. And then that $10,000
it was for party or for his own use?
For party, for his own what? For party. He said, yes, take this 10,000. One day it will be useful to the party. Is it for his own, or is for the party? If somebody tells you that, is it for the party or is it for your individual? All right? I'm now telling you why these people will never like Jammeh, and they owe Jammeh. Rambo, when Jammeh left, he left some vessels with Rambo. This is why councillor election, when we want to contest, we ask Jammeh.
Parliamentary election?
No. The councillor election. We ask Jammeh to fund. Jammeh said no, because he sent the money. Nobody reported back to him how the money was spent, how the money was retired, how many MPs were selected. So if they are saying let him send another money again, he cannot. So we say no. Then Amy was the deputy party leader. I can fully remember I was sitting. Then when Amy told him, look, sir, you cannot. You have to help us. He said, okay, now you go to Rambo. He has my business, my vessels. He said 5 or 6 vessels? I don't know, something like that. Go there, let him give you $800,000 to pay for the deposit of the councillors. You know, when we went to Rambo, if in a single butut, we cannot find it from Rambo.
But did you see those vessels there?
No, he did not tell us to go and see the vessel.
Okay, now did Rambo, did Rambo acknowledge that he's
yes, Rambo has acknowledged. Yes. Look what I'm saying. I'm in the camera. You are a journalist. If you want to go to Rambo today and say Yere said. Yes, I like that. I said it. I am not trying to allege him. I am telling you the reality. I am telling you why these people doesn't want Jammeh. Now you see, from Tombong, when you say Tombong is all of them, you come to Yankuba, you come to Rambo. Now who?
Now
do you think these people will like Jammeh?
Now what has Tombong did?
Yes.
Because
now, Tombong, what he did, you know, at one time Jammeh sacked Tombong. Do you remember that? We went to the bureau, he said, Tombong, yes, I have removed you from your position as interim party leader. Today I am now appointed Emeba to get in charge. But this old man was crying. He was crying.
Who was crying?
Tombong was crying. Until, you know, Jammeh Kunda and Jata Kunda, they are somehow what we call in local language Sanawanya. And that was in the Ramadan. Now, when all that has been said, Jammeh reinstated Tombong. That he did not intend to do as far as we are in Ramadan.
It was out of that negotiation?
Yes, out of that negotiation, yes. Then, when he reinstated, we also, because when he removed Tombong and others, he appointed us directly. Then when Tombong and others said he has been reinstated by this, we also refuse, because we are also waiting Jammeh to tell us that, yes, this is what I did, but I have reinstated them. This is why you have 2 camps before. Then you had Eme camp and Tombong camp.
Even before this No to Alliance?
No, that is before No to Alliance. You know, that's not, you know, until those diaspora, for the Chor is one of them, who spearheaded coming to both camps until he was able to take us to the bureau. We reconciled that day. We came to Tombong. And through that agreement, what has been said, Tombong feel all that to show you, Tombong, what type of a man he is. Because he don't keep his word. All right? Then, what was said at the reconciliation, that Eme should have been go back to his position. You know, we have to go, you know, in the executive. But when we make all that reconciliation, after all that reconciliation, Tombong was refused to honor all the agreement that has been done. Is it a trustworthy somebody? Is Tombong trustworthy? Is somebody has to trust Tombong?
So when that happened, like as you explained, when that happened, did you guys try to go back to Jammeh to?
No, we did not go back to Jammeh. All right, because we love the party, we just keep silence. We were all following him. Because when you push too much until you bring a problem, may think that we are looking for position, because that's what they are saying. Now we leave it like that. But what bring the breakaway again? What bring the breakaway again? Because there was a time Tombo was going to State House. You know, Gamba is very small. Whenever he went to State House, somebody will tell us today, Tombo went to the State House. Until one day Yaya Jammeh, to borrow? Yes. Until one day Yaya Jammeh called, asking Tombo, if you go to State House, you go in with, whom did you accompany with? Because you have an executive. And if you go there, what was the discussion between you and Barrow? What I am saying, Tombo is hearing me. Between me and God. Yaya Jammeh put this question to Tombo.
Now what did Tombo reply?
What? He said, sometimes, sir, I will just sit there, say, go and, so it's, surprisingly. So, but what was the discussion? Because you have a party, you have a big follower. You know, whatever the president call you, he call you for his own interest. If you are going there, you must have the back of your mind that I am going to represent my people. So the interest of my people, let me go and answer to the president. If he has that in his back of the mind, I think that what happened now, it will not happen. All right? When they already went to Tobaski, they went to the Ramadan, they were given sugar by Barrow. Only the executive member. By Barrow. He gave them sugar. And then Tobaski, all the executives were given ram. So if Tombong is sitting and saying people in Tebukaduku, can Tombong has a ram, entire executive, what about the followers? What about the followers? Can Tombong enjoy the sugar and his executive? What about his followers? Tombo was having a very expensive car. We know 2017 when we went to our first tour, Tombo has no car. He was given a lift by Amy.
That was 2017.
That was 2017. That was our first tour. He was given lift by Amy. Look, Amy was a minister, interior minister before Yaya Jammeh.
So when did Tombong get that?
Listen. Amy was an interior minister. In terms of governance, in terms of position, I think Amy was higher than Tombo. Tombo was just a majority leader. Was somebody who went up to interior minister, and you are a general in the army. So you can see Amy is higher than Tombo. But despite all that, Amy has to take his own car and give Tombo about $15,000 for his pocket money. And then Amy has to drive Tombo until we round the whole Gambia. Tombo is very ungrateful. Even you, if you give him today money, he will sing at you. He's that type of person. You know him. So, if that been the case now, today, look at Tombo. You heard his speech when they went to the Congress. You know, people just, Adam Barrow. You know, you may say all sorts of things. But if you sit with Adam Barrow, you will know that Adam Barrow is a good man. Hey, look at that. And I'm asking people to go to your archives and then see yesterday what Tombo was saying, and today when his pocket was full, what he's talking about Adam Barrow. So you can see he's not a trustworthy somebody. He's a betrayer. But I want to tell him that he's above 70. Tombong is above 70. Now what he should think is between, when he died, between him and God. Because all what he is supposed to get, he has to get. But yet still, if he is not content, what Allah gave him, he will end of disgrace. And there where we going.
So now you guys are very hopeful of taking the real APRC.
Yeah.
That is the one Tombong is having. That has the name APRC and the logos and everything. So when do you think you guys will win this battle?
We will
because
win.
IEC said this is the only APRC they recognize.
Look, forget about. I don't want to go far about IEC.
No, because it's important.
Look,
This is
a so-called IEC, the most corrupt institution, as far as I know, in this Gambia.
Why do you say they are corrupt?
They are very corrupt. IEC are very corrupt. Ali Mamarija is very corrupt. Let me tell you, a dead man walking. I used to say, Ali Mamarija is a dead man walking. Somebody who is 90 plus. You are not yearning anything, only Gambia to become chaos.
But
you have seen that.
You said
no
corruption.
election was conducted under the Ali Mamarija, which is fair. Do you know that?
But observers were here.
But what observers? These are all liars. The observer, even observers, they say where the final vote were tabulated, they were not accessed. Don't you know? Don't you hear that? Don't you hear the international community, the international observers' remarks? Don't you hear it? Are you making me? Are you making me to talk? Are you making me to talk? Or you have not the reality?
No, I am asking you. Those missing votes were recounted. They were counted, not so. They were counted at the end of the day.
Let me tell you, they said, I'm not saying that they don't count. But the observers, the international observers, what they do, where they tablets before coming to the final results, to give the final results, where they tablet, all the observers were not accessed. So don't say because all the votes were counted and they were all announced. I know, but where it was tabulated, is the key.
But okay.
It's the key.
Yeah, but it was a spot counting, not so.
What spot counting? It was a spot counting, but people has come with tangible evidence that there was fraud. That's why UDP has enough, including then I was, I supported GDC. Listen to me.
Yeah,
listen to me. Let me just don't cut me.
Yeah,
I am very sure that was a fraud, because even Fonyi, we have detected fraud from Adam Barrow. They have give him something that they don't have. We compile all that facts, and then we give it to the. All of us cannot, but unanimously we all agree that let UDP lead.
Okay, to go and then.
Yes, and sue the court. And then we give them, vital information, and we give them evidence.
Yeah,
Did UDP allow? Did they were allowed to pursue their case?
It was thrown out of court.
Why? It's only few people. You think that would have been a big
I was referring to 2016, but you are referring to that was the reason why I'm trying to tell you. So you are referring to this 2021 presidential election.
Yes, 2016.
You are referring to two of them?
20, I was referring to 2016. Yes, it was in fact 2016 was more terrible.
Is it?
Yes, it was more terrible. Because you remember, 2 results were announced. Look, let me tell you one thing. Let us to be realistic. 2 results were announced.
But they were counted.
Look, when they were releasing, it was not counted. When you release, again you come for another. Then you see what Adam Barrow was won. About 31,000 votes were unaccounted for. And then Gambia electors is only a marble that you are given to vote. What is in the ballot, that's what's count. Now tell me, that 31,000 votes, where does that come from?
But
now I am also putting to you. Now, if that 31, when they counted again the second result score, that 31,000 remaining, if that were given to Jammeh, who is going to be the winner? Tell me, who is going to win?
But even
will they agree? Will they agree?
No,
the opposition, will they agree that this left, this 31 votes left, that is belongs to incumbent?
Yeah, but that did not happen, not so.
Well, no. I'm just look. I'm not telling you that's happened. Why it doesn't happen? Now it's a question mark. That 31,000 votes, that when they did their second counting, that 31,000 vote, where does that come from? And who owns that? And Gambia election is only marbles. What you vote, that's what you count. So this 31, tell me who owns that and where it does come from. I'm asking you. I'm saying the irregularity. And it is not even even the parliamentary. Some people were emerged winners until they were celebrating, until a certain time, they said you don't win.
That was rumored.
No, there's no rumors.
Before the final
who told you that is rumor? You say it's a sport counting. It's a sport counting. Let me tell you one thing. APRC is a party very powerful. You know, it's only APRC who give Adam Barrow 5 years mandate. Our cooperation, our strength, our force, when some of the things happen here, when we say no, it will never happen. Adam Barrow know the strength of APRC. This is why he was bribing. You know Adam Barrow. We all know Adam Barrow. Adam Barrow stood in front of everybody and said, even the MPs, I bribed them. And Jako Samusa is my witness. If you do it in some country, that day you're going out. Is it not true? Now if Tombong is saying that he doesn't take bribe, what is he telling us? When Tombong was have that brown he get that brown new car, which was worth a million. And everybody was asking Tombong, where do you have this car? Where? Tombong was unable to say people that how he get. Until when the rumors, people were so, adamant. I heard, though I did not hear from him, but I heard from the people that Tombong said that expensive car was given by Modu Turodam. That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
You heard that from
Yes,
people.
that's what I heard from the people. I don't know how true it is.
Not himself.
But if that is true, based on what? Is it his own property? Because he's a party leader. Now if somebody give you because of your position, is it that his car? And now he's telling people that he doesn't take bribe. Because that should belong to the party. And then when you left today, you have to left all those belonging. Yes. So, but I am telling you, who is this man? So it is not something surprise. When they went, they said they went to Congress. Yes, we know IEC will share because we know IEC doesn't want Jammeh. Yes, we know that.
So the question
when
was...
Ali Mamarinja himself stood and said he just wants Jammeh to go.
Okay, now, what I was saying, the question was, like, these are the only recognized APRC, from the IEC. Now, without IEC, how would you be able to win that battle? Because we've seen the letter you've sent.
Now, listen to me.
Rejecting it.
Listen
so
to
what
me.
are the steps you are
Listen
going
to me.
Yeah.
I am not going to disclose what our plan is. All right? But we are very confident that one day we will get our property. We are still making the resistance, and we can resist to make sure that the 90% of the party is with us. What Tombong is saying, he's that garbage speech in that Congress. He's doing that out of, shame. Saying that, yes, and these people break away. They don't even constitute 10%. How can you say that when we have about 5 MPs?
Like what Dr. Demasabali said, that Fonyi people, you are the minority in even Fonyi itself. That's what he said.
It's very unfortunate. Very, very, very unfortunate about Demba Sabali. Very, very unfortunate. Demba Sabali, right? The Fonyi people accommodated his father where he is.
When was that?
When was that? His Fonyi belongs to Fulas. Where he is Bondal belongs to Fula. Are they not strangers? Are they not strangers? Can a stranger say that? People who accommodated, who lodged your parents until you were born there, until you get what you don't sympathize with the Fonyi people, that you are from there. You're saying this, he's saying that we are the minority. He's very stupid of saying that. Sorry to say that language.
Is this not justifying that, like for example, in terms of vote, during the parliamentary election, your names that were from Fonyi were all able to win, but let's say you the one who is not, from Fonyi,
now
you contested around here, that
yes.
is Busumba.
Now,
yes, here at Busumbala, you were unable to win.
Let me tell you. We know what is our problem. You know our candidates. No candidate has below 2,000. Our candidates. Let me tell you that. Nobody has below 2,000 votes. All right? Remember, election is all about finance. But when we were going to contest parliament, we don't have money. We don't have money. You think if we have money, then other parties, what will happen? If we were able to contest for only 16 or 15 seats. But look at our candidates. How much did they score? Look at how much did they score. That even the trend has surfaced there. Look at how much did they score. Somebody scoring 3,000, 4,000, even nearly 5,000, 6,000 in combos here. Can you underrate him? Can you underrate him? My next, I will bring all the contested persons in combos here. Each how much they get, then you check that. There you will know. And I'm telling you, now people doesn't want to borrow. I am from URR. I know what is there. Every Gambian is fed up. Every Gambian is fed up.
Fed up of what?
Is fed up Adam Barrow's ruling. Nothing. People are murdered. Thieves. You go. Bogolas are there anytime. You go to hospital, no medicine. If you have a patient, if you don't have money, your patient will die. All these irregularities. Demba Sabali is very unfortunate, but I am warning him. Yes, this could lead even people to expel his entire family in Foji. Yes, we will do that. We can expel his entire family in Foji.
Yeah, but they are Gambians.
And so what?
And Fonyi is part of the Gambia.
No. If you are saying Fonyi is part of the Gambia, did he know that Fonyi is part of the Gambia? And he's saying that we are the minority. Why he say that? Are you the minority? We are the minority. Where do you go in combos here? You have how many Fonyikas here? Look, when we say Fonyi, we are not personalized to one tribe.
Yeah, he is referring to no to alliance.
That what?
They are the minority.
We are the minority, and we won all the seats there. Is he not very stupid of saying that? We are minority. We won all the seats. How do you take that? If we are minority, we won all the seats, and can you tell us that we are the minority? Then who are the majority now? Let him tell you who are the majority. Because we won there. So because of his pocket, he was given a ministry position, which he never think of it, and now he want to be a singer to borrow. See?
Now, are you guys ready in terms of reconciliation to make sure the Fabakari-led APRC and APRC Noto Alliance to come together and then come back as one APRC? Are you guys thinking of that?
Any genuine politician, because there is no permanent enemy as far as politics is concerned. Yes, even we are enemy, one day you will need me or I will need you. And if I am contesting and we are together, didn't I need your vote? Then if we have different, you are contesting, we are together, didn't you need my vote? So there is no permanent enemy as far as politics is concerned.
So with all the things you are saying, Fabakari did, Rambo did, and then who again? All of them, that is the Fabakari-led APRC, their executives did. If they want to come back for you guys to be the same APRC, that one is okay.
It's all bound, everything is bound to discussion. Not what they are going to tell us, that's what we're going to do. They can tell us something that we cannot. All right? But definitely discussion, that is key. And then whatever is going to be discussed, as far as we are concerned, our leader is going to get blessed. And then he has to be involved.
That is Jammeh.
Yes. We cannot. Let me just make it clear. Anything that is going to be discussed, it is going to be communicated to him, and we need his blessing. Though we are on the ground, we know what is applicable because we are here. And that's the advice we're going to give him. Then if that is going to work, fine. But we will also will tell him our recommendation. So, you see, these people are just howling, but they cannot go anywhere. In this division, they cannot go anywhere. I'm telling you, because we have the majority of the people. If they think they have the majority of the people, let us remain like that and we go. This Congress is a constitutional demand. It's only every 2 years. We haven't come to the flag bearer. No. He's the party leader. You can die, tomorrow you can be changed, who knows next Congress? Who knows who is going to be there? Do you know? That's not the end. So we are not in a hurry.
Yeah, time has already gone. I know you are. All right, time has already gone. Finally, what do you have in your mind to make your concluding remarks and all that thing? And also, I forget about this. You've eat all the lunch. I came here, I didn't see anything, and that was not the agreement yesterday. Huh?
No.
You've eaten everything.
You know why? In fact, lunch doesn't meet me here. You know, when you came, you did not meet me here.
So.
You know, I left here in the morning, and I went to a naming ceremony.
Yeah.
Where I was. I even forgot. If you don't call, I really forgot. But I was not here.
So what is your concluding remark?
Yes, anyway, my conclusion remark, first of all, I'm going to thank you. You know, I don't know what is...
Sirif.
No, I know Sirif, but what is
Gambian talent.
Gambian talents, yes.
Yeah.
I must, thank the entire management of Gambia Talents, because you are doing a very wonderful job. You know, now so many people, even they don't know Jere, Honorable Jere, but today whoever watch you will know, this ugly man is Jerending Sanyang. Okay, fine. So I must thank you, my cameraman.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
He's doing a great job.
Yes, he's doing a great job. We have to pass message. It's very, very important. You know, but all this, we are saying this, in order the government to act. There are certain things when it's happened, government has to act. You know, you either tell, yes, we had you, but now we're going to set up investigation. You know, we all know government is all about that. We are investigating. At least if you say that, the people who is putting his concern forward, at least he will a little bit relief. But when people are complaining the bad governance, the loss, denying justice, all, everything is totally shattered. So when people are complaining, let the government take people seriously. That is very important. The Gambia belongs to all of us. Let Adam Barrow act immediately. But those who are there telling Adam Barrow, Manyon Soto, Adam Barrow, when the Gambian people are suffering, you go to any corruption is very rampant. He's keeping quiet. You go to any department, there are corruption scandal, even in the central bank. So now, you're telling that person is good. People are taking money, government's money, government property, how they like. Nobody is even cautioned. We all have seen the audit report. What has been done there? We all saw the audit report. What has been done? Blind eye. We are going to be like that for how long? Very disappointing. You know, you don't know. No minister even is spending a week in this country. They are all going. Every week they are going. Ahmadba and others, very corrupt. Now we have seen. We wanted these people who are saying that they want this country. Now we have seen them. We have seen them how they are. How greedy they are, we have seen them. The most greedy minister is Ahmadba. Very greedy. Very, very greedy. Very, very greedy. But it's not a surprise. How can you bring an entertainer from the hotel? You give him a ministry post. Somebody who should have been at the booth. All right, Mr. Sanyang, definitely let Adam Barrow statement, let him act before it's too late. Is better than not. Okay, so I must thank you, all of you, though I was unable to give you lunch because I don't know even, I came late. But well, maybe next time I'll prepare. I'm thanking you, all of you, definitely. Then, it's not easy. Anything that I may offend, I'm just saying sorry. You know, this is just, I am a human being, you know. Yes, I'm bound to make mistakes. If I mistake or if I hurt anybody, then I am asking for forgiveness. Okay.
He said forgiveness. We are all Gambians. Thank you very much, Mr. Sanyang. Time has gone. We really appreciate your hospitality. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Just to remind you again, this is your favorite program that comes your way on every Sunday from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock with your host, Sheriff Conte. Today, we are here in Mr. Jerending Sanyang, that is a top supporter of APRC Noto Alliance and also a Jammeh loyalist compound in Lamen currently. Also, I'm not forgetting about my cameraman, that is Mr. Sanyang, doing a great job. He's the one who used to shoot. Yes, Sanyang, exactly. He's the one who he's the one who used to host this favorite program, one of the best programs that people will watch in and out of the country. Once again, we thank you. Till another time.
And we having businessmen not to complain. Ila kulun kanale fu Banjul. Ibuka jino ebuka la bagaso jin. They turn back. They katafen gold drop in Senegal. Gambia bagaso kajisena. Omasi bolet.
Dr. Ture contributed immensely to the failure of Adam Barrow regime from 2017 to 2020.
Manke mola foye ko babun wok monkey it bar ko metela jero yaje ko wala be tama kan NPP kono.
Yes, ngajale because ya ken defangola. I was victimized. Who? The party executive. President ya bulobula among intervene because atele sonta yenna the political campaign.
Baro e muno famoni. Ning hanarra komen ko abe jaralale. We transport people from Mali, Sierra Leone and other countries. But we are going to do it. Pour ka mol transport ni nalana can support for 5 years on moesia proud.
Bari ita fono la ko ha minister la jo do atale ngati nga minister tal allowance la fa mol membe duma minister patata nyaonya mol membe marché oto jendan jaay o famasol do Sénégal membe bolon kono wolle patata minister ti woton te bala fa no la minister e ka fo minister la jo do atale nga bala fa wanto director la jo do atale nga bala fa.
Yaya has the political power. Yaya has the political popularity in the Gambia. Hanibi molbe lafringale anu hanibi ala yamaro na futa molka.
Let it be put straight that marriage should be between a man and a woman only if they reach the age of 18 and above, or if they reach maturity, because people could be matured before they reach 18.
So every year, the GFF receives $1 million from FIFA, $500,000 in January, and another $500,000 in July.